first of all, we have Marla Sessoms. Are you out there, There she is. Do you know how to unmute yourself?
I do.
All right, Marla, thank you for joining us. Where are you calling from?
Oh, oddly, I'm in Richmond, Virginia. I'm in a beautiful hotel room. That's hence my background.
Okay. And where are you from? Where do you live mainly?
I live in Charlotte.
Oh, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Very good. I know who you are, but for everybody else, who introduced you to the ER Shred?
Well, I've got to send an amazing, incredible, heartfelt shout out to Jesse.
Oh, you mean Jesse, our ER Shred ambassador?
I do. We have a little bit of a history.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So, hi, Jesse. It's really incredible because I call my journey wellness, from wallpaper to wellness. So I met Jesse, and here's the funniest part of the story. My ex-husband's name is Neil, and my dog's name is Jesse. So I hired Jesse and his father Neil to hang wallpaper in my new place I just bought. And they're extreme professionals. They're fantastic, wonderful people. They showed up on time and they did a beautiful job. And I had my sister and her husband were staying with me at the time. And my brother-in-law kept saying, he's all like big muscle guy. Who's this big muscle guy here? And he noticed just this presence of Jesse and his energy and just the aura that he brought doing, wallpaper, right? You don't think about wallpaper being something extraordinary in life necessarily, but it is. And so we noticed the physicality, and his dad looked great too. Your dad, Neil, looks fantastic. So Jesse and I were just talking because we're spending a few days together in my home, my new home, and they're making it look beautiful. And we were just talking about health and wellness. And I'm like, what do you guys do? Like, how do you work all day? And I don't see you bringing food. Do you want me to get you guys some food? And I was sitting there drinking wine and eating Cheez-Its. Remember that, Jesse? And he's like, ugh. So this was back in April or May of this year. And I'm 58 and I just had gained weight through COVID. I gained probably, 10, 12 pounds. And I'm pretty petite, and 10, 12 pounds on me is a lot. It's horrible. And so Jesse was great. Like, he's talking to me about, listen, you're a beautiful woman, but wouldn't it be wonderful to feel better and to feel fantastic when you wake up in the morning and have energy and all this great stuff? He wasn't trying to sell me anything. I didn't even know what he did. I had no idea about this other part of his life. I just met the guy.
Yeah.
And this was April. So we talked on and off for many months via text. And the saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And yes. I'd been ready, and I was so uncomfortable, and I've been traveling a lot. I'm a working professional person in a high pressure world of commercial real estate. And so we messaged many times over the months. I said, I'm just not ready. I can't, you told me I'd not eat for 2 days. I'm like, I can't do that. So I was extremely skeptical. I'm like, I don't want any fad diets. I don't want anything like that. Right. And so we continued to communicate. I went to the website, I went to your groups, and I read the information, and I was ready. I was ready. And listen, I'm not a paid personality. This is a real life story. And when I started ER Shred, and literally within the first 4 days, I had people saying, gosh, you look different. Your face is like, your face looks kind of drawn in, and you just look better. Like, what's going on with you? And I went to the office a couple times and somebody said, I mean, they were just taken aback by there was something different about me. It wasn't that I lost 20 pounds. It was that something looked different. And and I've had so many little surprises along the way. Like I get up super early and I will text Jesse or message him and I'm like, oh my God, I just realized I haven't had night sweats for 6 weeks since I started this. I just saw your baby. Congratulations. I didn't know you had the baby. So just little things have been different. At times years ago and times before I'd been on antidepressants because of seasonal depression, seasonal.
Oh, you know what? Hold that thought. You just reminded me because I forgot to, just one sec. I forgot to say our disclaimer that, which is important. And the birthday, the singing of the happy birthday distracted me, but I always post a disclaimer. I'm sure Heather's posted it in the chat and on Facebook that we never, we never try to attempt to treat, cure, prevent any illness. We don't, we don't give medical advice and so forth. So one of the things that we like to talk about is like, instead of using the word depression, because it is a clinical term, we'll just say overall sadness. It's just, it's these crazy rules we have to play by, but go ahead.
Well, I can just say that I don't take any medication whatsoever. And I've noticed that I've just had this uplifting sense of happiness. Like, where is this coming from? And I wake up early and I have energy and I can, today I go to work and I'm there for 12 hours or 10 hours and I have energy, and the products are just amazing. Again, I'm not paid to say any of this. I'm just saying it because it worked for me. I believe in it. And like I'm a big person on like, I just needed to get to 10 pounds. I need to get to a certain number on the scale. And Jesse's like, oh my God, throw the scale out. The scale doesn't matter. I still will weigh myself every once in a while, but when I travel, I have to pack for 4 days at a time. And I haven't worn this certain skirt for many months. And I put on the skirt and I'm like, oh my God, this thing is huge.
That's pretty exciting. Heather put in the chat, she said you have the cleansing glow. The shredder glow, the shredder glow, she said.
Thank you. And I get a hotel room. I don't have good lighting or anything, but I know this thing works, and it's not hard. I mean, when I would do get ready for the cleanse, I'll have, the meal, a protein meal at night. And then to think that I'm not going to eat for 48, like eat a morsel for 48 hours, I would have said never, ever, 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 ever could I do that. But I can because I'm being nourished by the product.
Perfect. So with that, we've got a whole group of hundreds of people that are doing just that right now. And tomorrow is their second cleanse day. So what would you say to them?
I'm just finishing my third. And listen, I went to a group dinner at a very fancy restaurant and everybody was eating steak and pasta and lobster. And I just sat there and I said, I'm going to have my bone broth. And I suffered through it, but it was worth it because I woke up the next day and I'm like, I could just feel the inches shrinking. And it's about the inches and it's about the inside and the outside. I mean, it just, I can't articulate it, but I promise I'm not a paid spokesperson, but I know this works. I feel better. I have more energy. I walk in a room and people are like, something's different about you. And that's what sustains me and keeps me going. And I love it.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And Jesse, anything you'd like to say to your friends while we've got her on?
No, I'm so proud of you, Marla, because, she left out the part that she pushed me to the side, tried something else, and I just supported her in that. And then waited for the right time. You're right. So much timing is everything, and I love that your focus is not weight, but in your quality of how you feel, how ease of life. Because for me, like I told you from day one, like that's for me, I think everybody deserves that. It's freedom.
You do deserve it. You
It's
really
freedom.
do
We all
deserve
deserve
it.
to feel awesome, and it's just all choice. So cool.
And I'm here to support any of you who have any doubts. And it's not something you're going to do overnight. It's a process, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to want, it's okay to have something if you really need to have it, but don't beat yourself up, don't be hard on yourself. And it's just one of the best decisions I've made.
That's pretty awesome endorsement. Thank you so much for coming on. I know you need to run soon, but I just wanted to thank you. I know it's late where you are as well, so it means a lot to us. I am blown away by the lives that Jesse's able to impact. That's what I want to say.
Wallpaper to wellness, baby.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Marla.
Thank you.